Hi everybody, it's Amanda Munchies here, and we are on the Bud Show, Season 2, Episode 7, Session 3, all about patients. Super excited to have some different patients here tonight. So we now are on round 3, and so we're going to talk a little bit to them about why they medicate and how they medicate, and hopefully they can share some of their knowledge about the cannabis community with us. And so we're super excited to have you be here. Before we get into it, we have Stephen with Discreet Treats, who is our Munchie sponsors, who brought some edibles in for us to share. And so before we get into our deep conversation, so we can munch along the way, what do we have here?
So that's from our D Treats kitchen line. We have our mini Cinnabuns. They're 50 milligrams infused per Cinnabun. And then these are our chocolate chip cookie cake sandwiches. So they're really, really good. We try to imitate like ice cream sandwiches, but with chocolate chip cookies, but without the ice cream. They're really good. They're really organic, 50 milligrams per edible. These are just a few of our new edible lines from our D Treats kitchen line. We're trying to expand from edibles to being more of just like regular foods that you would get at a bakery or at a store, but it now has CBD infused that is organically driven in the actual edible.
And you have some exciting news that you still need to drop this evening.
Yes, so
want to drop it?
Yeah, so D Treats has been very, very busy. As we've been trying to promote our brand throughout Arizona and Las Vegas and California. We partnered with a really great group, and
a really great group.
And all I can reveal right now is that we're coming out with a new line called Healthy Response. So Healthy Response is going to be a all vegan organic line, and it's a vegan coffee creamers where they developed a vegan hot chocolate that burns fat. So it's an actually vegan hot chocolate that helps you burn fat inside the body. It's a really amazing product. There's other things that we're doing. We actually have vegan smoothie mix. So powered by D Treats, we're going to be taking this and we're going to be infusing all their natural organic protein lines with CBD, and we're going to make sure that now the CBD organic, the industry can get now healthy organic foods supplemented with CBD. That's full spectrum.
Super exciting.
Also, we're doing such things like a gluten-free coffee creamer sweetener that's all vegan. It's gluten-free, 100% natural, no refined sugars. Awesome for the vegan community and also people that are diabetics, hypoglycemic, things like that. We're going to refine this with nanolized CBD or a full spectrum CBD, and we're going to start doing a full vegan organic line. This is going to be all over their health food networks and their health food stores and their health food providers all over the U.S. and they're a pretty big network. So stay tuned. D Treats is going to be going into a new line called D Treats Organics. And that's going to be our entire organic line. You're going to see us in every health food store probably in America real soon. So
very cool. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. It's been a hard time coming.
These are amazing.
We love what we do. We love what we do for our patients, and we just want to make sure now we can do this on a larger scale and give our patients more options to the education and more options to the medicine and the source that we can get them without them going through all the BS and the turntables that most of us have to fight through just to get to where we are right now. So better big things are coming for D Treats and for our patients as well. So just keep following us on Instagram. You don't follow us on D Treats on Instagram, Facebook as well. Our website, dtreats.com. Also, you can find
Amanda Munchies approved.
Amanda Munchies approved, right? Soon you're going to be able to find this everywhere. So just keep following us. We're also going to be doing a botanical line as well. My new provider, my new partner makes a cream that has lidocaine, benzocaine, CBD, and menthol crystals, and this thing is phenomenal. It takes rheumatoid arthritis, inflammation, fibromyalgia, joint pain instantaneously away. This is going to be revolutionary. It's in the trial runs right now, but this stuff right here is the bee's knees.
Give me that money.
The bee's knees, and I wasn't a believer until I actually tried it myself, and I'm telling you, like everyone before you go home, let me rub you down. I know that sounds really, I'm just saying, not in a sexual way or anything like that, but like the stuff really is working. He wholesales.
I'm gonna finger rub myself right now.
He wholesales the lidocaine.
See how we do it here.
benzocaine,
Pillow talk all up in the house without even being pillow talk.
Right. So he gets the resource. He gets the pure source for that, and
2 fingers. We're going deep, ladies and gentlemen.
but putting CBD
Great
in the
job.
source right there is giving the endocannabinoid system and shooting CBD where it needs to the actual joint to the tissue.
I'm double
that's
dipping
inflamed.
also.
Double dip, girlfriend. That's what it is.
So
Sample.
my wrist is where I have some pain. Do you have any pain right now?
I do. It's on my shoulder.
Here,
Good.
I'll hand it off. I'll share if you don't mind my
Thank you.
finger germs.
My hands are still nummy from doing my
I
whole
washed
entire
them
family.
right before we came in the room.
I haven't washed my hands in years.
My hands are nummy.
My children.
You're so cute. I love it.
I could just lick my
So
hands.
it's just it's a couple cool things that we're doing. We're just trying. We're not trying to be the best. We're just trying to be the most educated resources for people. Give you a vast variety of options. You want our edibles? That's great. You want our line? That's beautiful. But we also educate patients as well. We teach you how to get this medicine and how to put it in your everyday consumption of life. So you never have to go to a dispensary or buy these things where you can just do it yourself and teach your family and your friends. And I think knowledge is power, and knowledge should be free, and knowledge should be a gateway to this plant to educate, to take that stigma off and make it normalized again.
Yeah.
So
There's so much happening in the cannabis industry too, and there's just so much knowledge that needs to be shared. And I think we miss the mark sometimes with our community. So I know our elder community, I feel like we're missing the mark on still. Our Hispanic community, we're missing the mark on still. Our youth community, we're still missing the mark on, mostly because it's really hard to hit that mark.
we still got a lot of work to do.
And even our pets, you know, there's, even though there's amazing companies out there that have all these pet products, it seems like the education, because cannabis is still such as taboo, just isn't there in the way that it would be if it wasn't. So
Well, there's people understand that animals have cannabinoid receptors, but they don't understand that we have 2 cannabinoid receptors, and where animals have multiple cannabinoid receptors, they absorb medicine completely different than humans do.
Yeah.
And that's why CBD is such a very good thing for animals, because they receive it like we receive THC.
different from
So it's just, it helps them. It's a pain reliever. It's anti-anxiety. It's antidepressant for them. So
All right. Our time is clicking down. I'm seeing the time, and that's just a reminder more than anything. So it's not an exact science. But, so who are you both? I mean, I know, but tell our wonderful guests, who are you, and why are you a patient? What is it that makes you want to medicate, and how do you medicate?
My name is Jill Chamberlain. I am a patient, obviously. I've been using cannabis for 36 years now. Most recently with my card. Because, and my reason why I have my card is I've had 2 rounds of shingles. I have permanent nerve damage in my right shoulder. I was not supposed to have
That's
shingles
no joke.
at 40, but I've had it twice. So
You can die having shingles.
it feels like you want to.
Yeah, and I guess
It hurts
it's
like
no
it.
joke either.
So I take a gram of antiviral every day, and I also medicate with cannabis.
Wow.
It hurts.
Do your doctors know that you use cannabis?
Absolutely.
And they're okay with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who are these doctors? We try to tell people. Can you say them or no?
I wouldn't recommend anybody go to him.
Gotcha.
He's not that great of a doctor.
Gotcha. At least she's honest.
Well, I mean, seriously, he's,
Yeah.
15 years younger than that.
I think we've had trouble though feeling that we can confide in our doctors about medicating or using
Why?
medicine sometimes.
First of all, they can't say anything about it. You're covered under HIPAA. And 2, they're working for you. You're paying them.
We should treat it right. I feel like so often patients don't feel that way though. Like, especially when you have a doctor who's educated, you sometimes feel like they know better. And so,
How do they know more about my body than I do?
look, you're a strong woman with, obviously a sense of yourself, but we're not all there. So, not that I'm not either, but I'm just saying, not everyone is, and so for those people, how do you suggest that they make sure they stand up in their boots?
You know what's right for you. I had a doctor tell me I was not going to have my baby till April. When I knew when I got pregnant, I knew I was going to have the baby. But he kept insisting I was going to have the baby in April. I said, okay. I had the baby on March 16th. You know your body.
Yeah, we do. Especially as women, I feel like we're just not in tune anymore. Sorry, men.
Wait, just you stand up and say,
Yeah.
sorry, you're wrong. That's,
Yeah.
the doctor that I'm not naming told me that I was too old to have mono. Okay.
Wow. So how do you medicate? Do you use
I vape
sativa?
now.
Oh.
I vape sativa. I don't smoke anymore because I don't want, all the benzoprines that come with, combustion
Gotcha.
or the fire. So I vape.
Okay.
And I'm going to stop vaping by the spring. I think I'm just going to go strictly to edibles and RSO. Most recently, I had my tonsils out. I couldn't eat. I couldn't drink. I couldn't do anything. But my doctor prescribed me 86 or 85 opioids in 7 days.
Oh my gosh.
I got a prescription for 30 of them before the operation. This is in January. I live in North Scottsdale. I have health insurance. I went to a really great doctor. So after 30, after the first 30, I called and I said, I don't want opioids. It's not working for me. I don't want all this acetaminophen in me.
Yes.
And the nurse said, okay, well, I'll see what we could do. And I said, I know there's a lidocaine gargle. That's all I want. And she told me, no, there's not. There's no such a thing. And next thing I know, there's 30 more hydrocodone or whatever waiting for me. I called again. We'll have to talk to doctor. I asked again for the rinse. Didn't get it. Finally, the third prescription, I had my ex-husband go to the pharmacy, hand my phone to the pharmacist, and call the doctor.
Wow.
Which is the only way I got the lidocaine wrench and flushed the rest of the opioids.
Wow.
Obviously, he caught shit from him afterwards, but
Yeah.
but there's no reason for that anymore. People, if we all know how bad it is, why doesn't he?
Right. Right. And as people, if you know, why can't you say, and not like when you say that to your doctor, why are they not listening? See? Because they don't listen. And
That
I
was
say
just
that
the
to someone-
PA.
yeah, I mean, and I had surgery done. They wanted me to do like opioids or whatever. I don't know, like the hardcore, whatever. I don't know, but I was like, no. And like they had someone extra come in and talk to me. That stuff is scary. And I was like, no. What part of no do you not understand? I'm good. I got my own medication. So I just think it's crazy how they push stuff, It's definitely insane. So,
I concur.
yeah. Okay. So do you use sativas or indica?
I'm a sativa most of the time when my arm really, really hurts, like when I wake up and I'm crying, then I indica.
Indica.
But I've been RSOing a lot since my tonsils were out.
For those that don't know, and I'm going to push this little button on here because it's just going to say whatever real quick. It might not work. It may work. For those who don't know, what is RSO oil? Do you know?
Rick Simpson oil.
Yeah, I know, but what is that? Is that the one they use? Does it have a mixture of CBD and THC?
I did. I had a mixture of both. I had half and half. I took the little gel capsules. The ones that I took during the day were mixed THC and CBD. The ones I took at night, I would take 2 that were pure indica.
Okay.
And that was, but that was after I got the lidocaine rinse.
And there's different ways to do it. So you took capsules.
Little
you said,
capsules,
but there's
absolutely.
stuff you
Patient
can
to
rub on your
patient.
gums. I know we got some stuff in Vegas when we went that you can rub on your gums. It definitely works.
That stuff was by far the most recent stuff we've read.
Yeah, that was really good. I still have a little bit.
Mhm.
I'm a squirrel. I am. All right, so we're gonna come back. We're gonna chat a little bit more.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna, when we come back and chat with you, we're gonna talk about challenges and obstacles and and positives. So start thinking. In the meantime, who are you, sir, and why do you medicate?
I'm Jeremy. I medicate for various reasons.
Share a
It's like
couple.
anxiety. Well, I have trouble sleeping because
Okay.
my back, I press L304.
Wait, what is that?
Like to my leg. Yeah.
Look, I don't know. Again, you say these
Back.
things. I don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know.
It's the,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's the lumbar spine of
It's
the
a-
lower spine.
But it's just
So
like
you hurt
my
your lower
back's-
back really bad.
Pretty much, just said that. Simplify. Hurt my back
Sad.
really bad, and just anxiety and like sleep.
Okay.
I mean, it varies.
Do you use THC only, or do you try to do any CBD,
I do
THC
CBD
rubs,
as
or
well.
anything like that?
I actually use I believe it's Firebrand. It has a nice rub, a balm.
Okay. There's all different brands. Yeah, for
There's a
sure.
whole good.
For sure. We swear by them. We think they're great.
There's a whole variety of and there's. I mean, it depends what I need.
Yeah, for sure. How do you like to medicate when you medicate? What's your favorite way? Like, do you do flower or vape or concentrates or edibles? What's your favorite?
Well, my little sister tends to make edibles and stuff
Okay.
for her, and that always works. And I love flower, so.
Okay.
But I tend to vape from here and there.
For sure.
Depends.
I feel like everyone
Depends.
always has vape everywhere.
Yeah, there's a pen everywhere,
Okay.
so it's kind of.
Pens, nectar collectors, rigs.
Yeah.
He'll
He-
break them out of their back pockets.
Yeah. There was
Right?
a kid with keychain and like
Pull off from
18
another
on it.
booze.
This is from like
That was it right here.
Yeah.
Crazy today.
So yeah.
People have
It's,
suitcases they carry around. That bar of soap might be a rig. You don't know.
yeah, at school,
Vicky.
kids are around pulling out bongs.
Seriously, it's
Who has
crazy,
some water? You're like
right?
2-foot bong in the back car.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
crazy.
Good, bro.
I just got a beautiful piece from Shatter Cats 420, I think their name is. I think that's it. They 420 Shatter Cats. It's some combination of that. Amazing, beautiful piece. They were at the Hemphill Market, but it was a vape pen. It's made of, I think, silicone, or again, very different. And I'm just new to all of this stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, I barely know what to do with half this stuff. I need someone to show me. So I'm so
But
into
it's
stuff.
cool.
It's
Really
so
neat
cool,
way.
right?
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah.
We were
And
just
then-
talking about how different it was from 30 years ago.
Oh my god, sauces, concentrates, even edibles. I mean, 30 years ago you had brownies. Let's be honest. You had brownies, maybe some chocolate chip cookies. There was not the 97
brownies.
different edibles. I mean, we've had tonight 6 different choices already, and this is CBD.
These
We're
are
not even
incredible.
talking any other stuff, right? And so you've brought 35 different products on the show alone. So, I mean, if you think about what's out there and the markets that are out there, it's just insane.
You could try something new every day and still not find
It's still not have it
something.
all, right?
Yeah, so it's like you got to keep going.
For sure, for sure. And a lot of people think obviously smoking is one of the best ways to medicate, but the more I learn is smoking gets you there the fastest, but you come down the fastest, so you need to medicate more often, and it doesn't necessarily always alleviate everything. So edibles is definitely one of the best ways, or anything in your
Well,
mouth,
they
like
make
you're saying.
the
Yeah.
little
Yeah, stuff on your...
Troches.
troches
Ooh, they're
or-
coming on the show. Speaking of troches,
Yeah.
so Nick with troches
Oh,
actually
sweet.
coming on the show in a couple weeks, so we're
Mhm.
excited.
Well, see, troches is different. Troches is sublingual, so sublingual, it goes through your blood-brain
Yeah.
wall.
Yep.
Right.
Where edibles,
Because
they
the
go through your,
alcohol.
yeah.
Yeah.
Edibles
I
go
love
through your
them.
stomach, they have to pass through your liver before they go to your blood system. That's why they last longer, because cannabinoids are sitting in your liver for a long time, spilling into your blood slowly.
Those
Where-
troches are cool though. You wait till we
But troches, yeah,
little
sublingual-
tiny pills that you can cut into 4 little tablets.
little
You
doses.
stick it right underneath your little gum and it just dissolves.
Like little
Oh, I
cubes.
can't wait.
Like little
Yeah.
cubes.
Can't wait, Nick. You excited? Because we're excited to have you, buddy. Yes.
Sublingual.
It's going to be a great show. Yeah, so I'm glad you brought up troches for sure. So yes, many ways to medicate. I mean, we've had Hemphill Farms on here talking about different ways. We've had Moonpix talking on here. I mean, we've had, it's insane the different ways to medicate. We have Sublime coming on next week, which they're going to bring ridiculous amount of products. So like even we gave earlier on the show, I gave away some Stony Yoni. Have you ever heard of that?
I had not.
So it's I only had one. I'm sorry. But I do have gifts. Speaking
I'm
of, so we'll
always
have to give them. The Stony Yoni is if you ever see Sublime if anyone sees Sublime giving away the Stony Yoni, get you some Stony Yoni because it's some good stuff. So
It's for him and her.
yes, and it's great. So we love their products. Just saying. All right, so I'm gonna bust into my bag of thank yous because I have some presents for you. But while I do that, I would like you guys. Not the clock is not exact, but we're definitely getting to the end of the night. I want to be respectful of everyone's time. So, what are the biggest obstacles you've faced as patients? And what would be, or the biggest obstacle? And what would be the thing that you are like the best thing that's happened because you're a patient, or the thing you're most thankful for, or anything along those lines of positivity in your cannabis usage. So I'm gonna make this guy go first. We're gonna pass all the way to the left.
You go first. So I guess just negatives, kind of harassment from the police and stuff. Even though I have my card,
Mm-hmm.
so they still take what you got, and
You never see it.
yeah, you never see it. There's like you could go to the impound for your stuff. I learned the first time you can't.
Yeah.
So I was like, But other than that, I mean,
It's like something wonderful.
And they can pull you over to when you leave places and take your concentrates or give you a felony for it, by the way.
Yeah,
So
I heard a guy
even though you
got
can-
10 years just now in Yavapai County for
Yeah,
having some.
Yavapai, you're such a great county.
Yeah. But
Can we have a show on Sheila Polk and where she gets her
Oh,
funding
my
from?
God.
Please.
There needs to be so many shows.
Can we talk about
So many
incest
shows.
and the $500,000 they
So
gave
many.
her?
It's so gross.
And
It's
why
so
she
gross.
hasn't given it back?
It's so gross. It's so
I
gross.
don't know.
Well, even at the dispensaries, though, like I know even I was in on the east side out in Chandler, and I was at one dispensary. And it wasn't that dispensary, but 3 people told me about getting pulled over from another dispensary, and they just straight up took their concentrates and their edibles. Like, I mean, they just confiscated. And they said, if you don't want it, we'll just give you a felony. I mean, we'll take them anyways. And so they didn't say anything because the concentrates aren't legal. And so they were like, well, I guess you can take them. And even when they wanted to open the bag, like their bag of medicine was closed and they made them open it. And that, to them, they were,
That's breaking the law.
they're not supposed to. But again, you have a police officer telling you to do it. What do you, like, what are our choices? So
they're probably going home eating his cookies.
I know. I mean, and you're going to give up your stuff rather than get a felony. I would.
Yeah.
Okay, so gifts real quick, but a positive. So what's a positive?
Yeah.
I mean, good thing. I just love how it's like progressed because I've had my card for 4 years. 4 years now. So it's just it's such a beautiful how it's grown over the valley, and it wasn't just a handful of dispensaries here or there. You could get your stuff.
For sure,
Yeah.
it has grown. It definitely has
I
grown.
mean, other than that I'm able to do it.
Yeah, right.
It's always a positive.
Right? Every day that we have our medicine, we should be thankful. And every day that we're able to kind of medicate in our own ways or pick how we're medicating, we should be thankful. Even if it's not all perfect, there's pros and cons to everything that we do, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so before you tell me your obstacle or challenge, I'm going to give you, do you know who makes these lovely earrings?
Not if you have your hand right there.
Oh, no, but you, well, if you knew,
Like this.
if you knew, you might know. Do you know Hot Box by hand?
I do.
Okay, have you ever gotten a pair of her lovely earrings?
She's actually been to my house making earrings.
Oh, did you have a pair of these already?
I do not.
Well, let's give you a pair of
Thank you
these.
so much.
Yes, because she's amazing and she loves to support us. And then for you, kind sir, I do a lot of work with Live 1904. So you can
sticker,
pick
yeah.
out either a sticker or a piece of art. So, and we have, no, just these two.
Yep, just like.
I'll take one of the posters. Hang that
Live
up.
1904, local artist. You can follow him on IG.
Very nice.
He's super amazing. So it's just my way of kind of saying thank you for coming out tonight. I know it's late and everyone has to, come out here and share their time and energy, and we certainly appreciate it. So before we end the show, what would you say biggest challenge and best thing of the industry would be?
Biggest challenge, social stigma.
Okay.
It's perfectly okay to go out and drink until you're drunk, but it's not okay to medicate, and that bothers me.
Right. Yeah.
Well, alcohol kills 800,000 people a year. And cannabis kills no one. So the stigma is probably the biggest problem that I have with it. The best thing, the people. I've found such a great community. I've found so many people that feel the same way I do, who
Yeah.
understand that I don't feel like I'm going to jump out of my skin all the time feeling.
For sure. For sure.
And I didn't know anybody else ever felt like that before I met everybody. So that's the best part.
Well, I'm glad to be in this community with you all. And I think for me, I just want to say, I feel like there's never enough time at any of these shows, but I'm super blessed to be able to have everyone come on in any capacity and kind of share their story and their space with us. And I definitely appreciate you all tonight. I know we want to talk futuristically about some things because you're super passionate about some things that are kind of happening in the industry. So I know our timer went off, but can you maybe 60 seconds or less give us a brief intro about what you're looking to, or do you want to keep it all top secret?
No,
It's
I
up
mean,
to you.
I think that you and I should absolutely discuss about the implications of having so many national chains come in and buy up the little mom and pop dispensaries,
Yes.
and a discussion about how they're kind of forced to go there because of how much they had to borrow to get into it. When you have somebody, a big corporation that comes along and offers you money to put back in your 401k,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So talking about pros and cons from that,
Yes.
I'd really like to discuss
And
that.
patients need to, and I think this goes along what we talk about all the time, education and education people. Patients need to be educated. We need to educate ourselves. We need to be communicating about what's important, what's happening in our industry. We need to support each other so that we're not getting wiped out by the big guys. Not that we hate all the big guys or anything either. You're not horrible people or anything like
There's a lot
that.
of
But at the
positives.
same time, right, we need to be thoughtful of our small guys that have been builders and people in our community that are important, and that, we don't necessarily want just to go away or to be bought out or any of those things that come with any of those.
I mean, some of the positives are that they have the money to fight kind of bullshit charges like being pulled over in the parking
Yeah.
lot and having all your stuff taken away.
Yeah.
When you have that kind of money, you can fight stuff like that, whereas you and I can't.
Right,
So I'd like to talk about the pros, the cons. As
Right.
a patient,
Right.
where do we go?
right. And how do we even work together, as this community grows, so that maybe we can find a common ground or some type of stability in this as it all is growing and getting crazier and less stable by the moment. I feel like every day there's, I love CBD, I love this as medicine, but I also feel like every single day there's a new CBD or THC company out there, and like at some point you have to wonder where
Hocus
integrity.
pocus?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have to wonder where integrity is.
That would
Again,
be
I'm
another
not
great show
yeah, and that's
because
not.
there's so much crap out there.
Well, and I try not to. It's not really my place to be integrity police, but it is my place to teach patients that's important to understand.
As an educator,
Yeah. So they have to understand, but that's also why we work with the
used to be a
labs.
teacher too, so you know.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't a teacher. I worked in education
Oh,
though.
well.
So, but I think, and we've had the labs on here before, C4 labs and level 1 labs. We believe in education. We believe in people knowing what's in their medication. So,
Absolutely.
I don't think it's my job to be judge and jury, but I do think it's my place to make sure people understand and are educated about how they can
Finding
educate
out.
themselves. Yeah. Yeah.
But you should know about what CBD
They
is.
you should know about what CBD is. Yes.
and what it's not and what you can expect and
Yeah.
what's just a bunch of snake oil.
Well, and also how easy it is sometimes just to ask some questions. A lot of people don't,
Exactly. Because you don't know what questions to ask. There's
Yes.
a lot of misinformation out there.
Even I was in Vegas and I wasn't feeling great, and I smoked, or not Vegas, sorry, LA over the weekend. I wasn't feeling great, and I smoked a little bit, and the person I was saying how maybe CBD would help, and I did a little bit of THC while I was there, but not really any CBD. That's definitely part of my regimen now. And so they were, well, let's stop somewhere. And so I just stopped in a smoke shop to see what do they have. I was like, maybe they'll have something. The product they have on their shelf, I mean, it looked scary. And it was some oil or something with something inside of it that looked like pieces of maybe honey. I don't know. It probably wasn't any of those things. And I was like, so is all of this the CBD? I don't know. He's like, well, you have to shake it really good first. And I was like, so it's not dissolved, and this all looks really weird. And how much is this bottle? $30. And I'm like, so I work in this industry, and I'm just going to say I'm going to pass on that. You might want to reconsider what you have on your shelf. Have a great day. But it was just really, again, how many people go in there and buy that because they don't know. They don't know, right? And so, no to ask, no to look, no any of those things. So important that we're having these, again, conversations, that we're making spaces, and definitely need to talk about pros and cons of so many different things in this industry, and we need to keep having spaces like this. So I hope to keep having amazing people on the show and creating spaces for conversation. We definitely appreciate everyone for watching. We are coming to the end of the night. I know we're way past midnight, so definitely past 2 hours. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, my amazing crew who stood behind the scenes tonight. Thank you, Support District Radio, Uncut, Not Uncut, and the TV station, all for supporting us. Thank you, Discreet Treats, for your amazing treats that I can't really hold up because they're all gone except for this one.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Vicky, for these amazing Happy Bubble Goat's Milk Soap. I can't wait to try them. I definitely have a Bud Card member too who's going to be excited. If we haven't hit the 9th person already to type hashtag the system and hashtag the Bud Card or Bud Show, ooh, I'm stoned, the Bud Show, then definitely make sure you do that because you could win this DVD. So yeah, and that's it. We're going to call it a wrap for tonight's show. So thank you to all my people in the back. Thank you. Have a good night.
Hashtag peace out.